What's up YouTube? Capital G here, back to Suplex City we go. This time around, Gouki are trying to get them W's without the aid of Isode. Going to show you how difficult it can be, but you're going to also see a very seldomly used Gouki monster that's going to put in a little bit of work. Anyways, he's dueling against the Photon deck, or you can call it Photon, Galaxy, whatever. It's basically like the Kaito deck. Anyways, Gouki are up first, and Gouki the archetype is so fundamentally solid because all the monsters just float into other cards. Also, you have Infernity Launcher at 3 in the deck. Isn't Infernity Launcher still at 1? But Gouki get rematch at 3? I guess because it's a hard once per turn, and I don't think Launcher is a hard once per turn because those didn't exist. He is ultimately going to end on a field that, did not go for Isode at all. He's going to go for Gouki the Master Ogre, or I just personally like to call this card All Might because that's what it looks like from My Hero Academia. This card, man, if it was not a hard once per turn, I honestly think that this would be a legitimate win condition for Gouki because you bounce one of your Gouki monsters that are linked up with it, and then you can negate a card your opponent controls. The problem is, if they throw out like one spell, you have to just kind of negate that card if it's powerful enough, and that's your only negation with this card for the turn. If it worked multiple times, it would be nuts, but we'll see if he can hold it down. Maybe if this was a hand trap, he would have had a better plan or a better, turn. His opponent is going to make a crucial and critical mistake. It's not going to lose him the game, but look what he does. He activates the Galaxy Trance in the same column as the Impermanence. Not like this. We Yu-Gi-Oh players got to be better than this. Get wrecked, boy, because he's going to use that Impermanence to negate it. Okay, not bad, not bad. He's going to go ahead and activate, or he Xyz summons into the Starliege Photon Blast Dragon that was threatening to summon a Photon monster from his hand. Don't want to allow the opponent to special summon the Galaxy Knight, so he is going to impermanent stats. And then he is going to use his third negation on the Photon Sanctuary by bouncing the Gouki Suplex to his hand. Again, this is why I said that if this card wasn't a hard once per turn, it would be absolutely bananas. Unfortunately, he doesn't have any more negation left, so 3 negates is where it ends. His opponent is going to do some Xyz summoning, and most importantly, he's able to get the Galaxy Eyes Afterglow Dragon. This is going to be very important because it's going to allow him to OTK right through All Might. He's going to activate the effect of this big behemoth right here, the Prime Photon Dragon. This guy in the damage step, you can detach a material, and then you gain the attack of all Xyz monsters on the field, their combined ranks times 200, which I believe is currently 12 because 4 plus 8, that would be 2400 attack. But the Afterglow Dragon also gives you the ability to double your attack. So he is currently at 6400, but don't worry, he's gonna go a little higher than that. Boom, almost 13,000 attack. That's what we like to call going plus ultra. You My Hero Academia fans will get that reference, of course. Anyways, All Might gets one shot, sadly, and that's the end of the duel. Second duel is going to be Synchros versus Zombies. Synchro, obviously, a mechanic that we'll see a lot more play after April 1st and Master Rule 5. And a card that we'll probably see a lot of is Junk Speeder. A card I hope we don't see a lot of is Dragoon of Red Eyes. Fuck this card. I am not a fan of people just splashing in the Red Eyes engine into every deck in Yu-Gi-Oh! I don't want to become the OCG. The OCG's format is trash, to be honest. It's all just Dragoon of Red Eyes and like Genlock, and it's really, really bad. But anyways, this duel is the Dragoon of Red Eyes isn't going to stay on the field very long. He does negate the Nether or the Necro World Banshee because he didn't want to see Zombie World. Surprise, he has Zombie World in his hand. This means he can Super Poly using 2 zombies on the field, which all monsters are. So Dragoon of Red Eyes, he's just basically gonzo. He does, however, have the Junk Speeder, and unfortunately, his opponent has Ash Blossom, but he can't actually Ash the Junk Speeder. Usually, hitting Junk Speeder is kind of like a win condition, but he's getting chain blocked. And even if he didn't get chain blocked, he had Called by the Grave anyways. See, kids, this is the importance of infinite impermanence, which actually no, it's not, because he has 2 cards on field. I'm totally trolling. He wouldn't be able to use it anyways, unless he said it, I guess. Now, he does kill this big zombie, the Nether Soul Dragon. However, it did give him a token that's 400 or 4,000 attack, and it actually reduced this guy to 0. So I thought, like, okay, this could still be winnable. Like, he could actually still pull this back because this guy isn't that big of a threat, and he's going to follow up by going for Millennium Eyes Restrict. Konami, please reprint this card, and this means that this can actually suck up the Red Nova Dragon if he tries to activate it. All right, so maybe he can pull this back. Nova's going to activate. He's going to respond with Millennium minimize your strix, but then out of nowhere comes this random cheese. He's going to use Lost Wind as Chainlink 4. Who plays Lost Wind in Synchro decks? This guy. This means his field gets banished, but don't worry, he still has Unizombie, so he can recover. He's going to bring out the Baller Drop from Glow Up Bloom, and then he's going to go on the offensive. The one problem is his opponent never used the Called by the Grave, and this is rest in peace to the Baller Drop. He goes for Vampire Sucker. His opponent's going to activate the Lost Wind, and then he's going to chain Called by the Grave. That's the end of the duel. He knew that he was not going to be able to come back, not with his opponent getting the Supernova Dragon back to the field. Vampire Sucker was not going to be able to beat that by herself, so that's pretty much it. You don't see a lot of duels where you have an Ash Blossom and each player gets like a couple of turns and Ash is never even used, but I guess that was one of them. In fact, I really thought the Called by the Grave would just snipe out the Ash Blossom, but that didn't even happen. Anyways, hopefully you guys enjoyed the short duels. If you did, give the video a thumbs up. Thank you guys for watching. As always, subscribe if you have not already, and turn on that notification bell for daily videos.